Wonderful people, thank you, thank you, thank you again today for another special message. And yes, this message is so exciting, so wonderful that we must by all means put an effort into this because this is concerning a lifelong experience. This is a journey into something that you never had before, or you shouldn't have before anyway. But now this is something different. This is something like two people doing it together as one for a lifetime experience. Yes, a journey, a traveling experience that the plane is taking off. And now it's getting ready to go into the higher atmosphere. It's going to go up higher, higher, higher. And that's what we call the growing process. Yes, marriage is a growing process. It is a learning experience each and every day. It's something that we put into operation each and every day. So it's not just say fit all, one size fit all, that kind of stuff. Or going to the therapy or counseling once or twice, and the pastor or whoever the counselor is said, well, you're going to have some hard time, you're going to have some good time, and therefore you got to learn to love each other. You have to learn to live together. And then, the man is supposed to be the head. This is what it said. Supposed to be the head. And then you're supposed to submit to the man and everything. But then you're going to have some disagreements. All right. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's well, 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 well. But how about telling the couple some of those things that no one talks about? How about telling them something that, wow, I never thought about this. Don't wait till 5 years. Don't wait for 10 years or 20 years and then find out, like, wake up one morning and say, who are you? What's your name? We have children and grandchildren because these are actual situations. I've seen them, I know them, and I've been there. Yes, not only just me, but you see this often and more often than usual. So after you get that initial experience about, well, my name is Mike. What's your name? My name is Sally. All right, now. So now you get the vibes, you got the connection, you got the experience. Not just say it's experience, but now you got the electricity amongst each other. You got those affections. Yes, you want to be there with each other, want to be there for each other, and then maybe one of you may have a little bit more of an affection, more of an attention, more of an excitement than the other one. But now it's time to talk about these things. Talk about them. See, too many times one person might rush into a situation and then, oh, let's do this, let's do this, let's do that. And then the other person like laying back, sitting back, and like thinking about what's going on. Well, I like you, I care for you, and I'll do things for you, but but they don't want to say this out front. So now the wise person will just say, okay, let's talk about these things. Let's take your time. Let's take your time. Let's discuss these things. So you discuss them. You talked about them. What's your aspiration? What were your goals? Who your child? Were there any traumas in your life and things like that? What's going on with your family? How they accepted me as a person that's coming into your life, your family, and how you coming into my family's life? Are we going to join in our family lives? Are we going to be a part of this family situation? So we discuss these things and let it be known how we feel and what this about. And that is what it's supposed to be about each and every day. You know what I mean? So we can't really say, well, I don't like this and I don't like. What do you do? We let each other know what your likes and dislikes. They call them deal breakers. Okay. Now, after you get all of these things a little situated, the birthdays, all of the important things, the color, the food, everything, the allergies, the emotional, the physical situation, the elements, trauma from the past, and then we go to the dating situation even a little bit more. See, the first dating situation, maybe they call it the first date. Yeah, we know that. And then, you see what's going on. You observing each other. Okay, good. Well, now you're taking notes as to the character of this person. Well, it's not judgmental. It's not being judging. It's that observation. And we're supposed to test the spirit in all things. We're testing each other. She might not be testing you because maybe she doesn't know about this situation that you're getting ready to do, this program, this message, this information that's coming to you. Maybe each one of you have seen this, and then knowing this scripture, knowing this message, and then you say, okay, let's apply these things, knowing what's in each other's mind, knowing what's on each other's spirit, knowing each other's emotions, and then, okay, now let's start to doing things in a better way, to have a better life, to have a more for a connection, more power within your heart. And this is what's missing in so much time. We don't get to know what love is for one thing, but stop and settle down. Figure what the love is. We always talked about love, 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 but then we say, I love you, and I do this. So what happened is that we have misappropriated love, misunderstood love, and then use love in a bad way. Well, I say I love you in order to get favors. I love you in order to get connection. I love you in order to raise to the elevation of whatever has to happen, right? I love you just to get that. Uh, when we say that uh, connection, that is, you know what I mean? Benefits, that is, okay? Well, anyway, but now true love goes a long ways, goes to many ways, different situations. True love, now, this is what you want to learn. This is what you want to throw within yourself. Know thyself. Know what love is, and then know each other in a such a way. Okay, you might not know each other completely, but you're going to know so much about each other that, hey, you don't say, I want this person to be perfect. You got to be exactly where my checkoff list and everything. We're not flying a jet plane with this checkoff list. But we do have a checkoff list in such a way whereas they can come close to these things. You are now remembering some of the things, most of the things that they're said, and then because you can remind them in the future of, hey, remember you said this, and remember this, and remember that. Okay, now we do this in order to say, are there going to be any roadblocks? Are there going to be any ambushes? Are there going to be in a situation of storms and talent challenges coming your way, whereas it can hinder the marriage, or either upset the marriage, or either interfere with the marriage? Because even the scripture said, let no man put aside or interfere or to put asunder what the Lord had put together. So and this is what's happening all the time. The temptations, the urges, the desires, they're coming. They're coming. Those challenges and storms in life, they're coming. So we said bad time, good time, and all this stuff. No, let's put these things in the proper perspective. Okay. Sometimes they're gonna have some elements. Sometimes it's gonna be a situation whereas, hey, it may happen. So how are you going to feel? We asked each other, how would you feel? How would you do? What you think you could do if this happened? Or what do you think about this if that happened? What do you think about this if you get so in such a place or such a situation that we have an argument, and then next thing you know, here comes somebody trying to raise up on you, and then you might feel like you might want to go out with them. Wow, I don't want to do that. Hey, these are things that we look for. These things that we talk about. You must, by all means, talk about these things to let them know that, hey, if something happens, things can happen. So it's not just like, oh, you're going to look at your wife or look at your husband as a dog. Yeah, I'll get anything and everything that come about me. I'm gonna boom, boom, boom. No, 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 no. But things can come in such a way where you're being influenced, you've been deceived, then you're gonna be manipulated into a certain situation that you make a decision, and that decision might be a wrong decision, wrong play, wrong thing to do. So talk about these things, discuss them way back there right before you get to the place where I care for this person so much that I really want to be a lifelong friendship, a lifelong experience with this person. Now you can go deeper into the conversation, deeper. In the conversation, how would you feel about infidelity? Will you think about this? Will you think about uh, going to a place and then somebody trying to pull you and mess with you, like on the job? What do you think you would do? Or either, how do you feel about people arguing and fussing and carrying on and fighting all the time? How do you feel about domestic violence? Talk about these things. Because if we don't discuss these things up front, because this person could be a serial killer, this person could be somebody that could care less about your life, anything else, could be so jealous that they want to know how much toilet paper you use. That's jealousy. It's too often change. Find out these things up front by when you take them out or go out with them on your dates, on that time, that place, in that home, church, however you want to do. Speaking about church and everything, what do you think about your spirituality? How do you feel about your spirituality? What do you know about spirituality? All right. So then when that person come along and you say, well, uh, we went on a date, or you're going on a date and something like that, and somebody came over to the table or something like that, and they got all upset and mad and everything. They were getting ready to beat the person up. They came over to the table. Did they use wisdom? Or either were they so mad and so upset and so angry that they didn't speak to you on the way home? They had an attitude, aggressive attitude about the situation. That person is a person that you have to really think about before you say, I do will, okay? Because these things can come about. See, too many times we give up everything and all things, pour out our hearts out, ooh, 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 just like a bucket of water. Every drop of water is out, gone. And now you have empty bucket. So this person now is going to take advantage of you, going to like, okay, I can use this person, I can control this person. Watch out for these things like that. Don't. This is just a suggestion now. That's a suggestion. It's not a place where it said, okay, well, I listened to this brother and he said, don't do this and don't do that. No, no. What we're going to do, what we're saying to do is like a suggestion. It's like take your time and evaluate a person's situation, evaluate their behavior, evaluate the spirit, look at the situation at hand. Did they get upset about someone doing this, and what did they say about it? Maybe they were immature about uh, saying that maybe somebody came over and said something, or either somebody met somebody on the street and they said something out of the way. How did your friend or your man or your girl took the situation? How did they look at it? What did they do in order to handle the situation? Or how did they speak to you about it? How did they speak to the other person about it? These are some of the things you take note of. When you take note of these things, then you can say, okay, now I know I got a person that's protecting me. I know I have someone that is supporting me. I know I have someone that I can look out for, that somebody I can respect, somebody that I could say that, hey, I yield, I submit, I'm good because this person cares about my welfare, my well being. You know what I mean? But if they like come a person that don't say nothing, don't do nothing, like this person gonna leave you out to dry. And this is what's happening. You see this all too many times. Or either we're gonna see the other end that this person is getting ready to kill somebody just because they said hello. All right, this person can speak up and say, "Hey, look here, this is my girl. How you doing today? You know what I mean?" And I know that you give her a compliment, and I hope it's just a compliment. But after all, we are together, and this person should have sense enough to know that. Oh man, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know that y'all was together. Well, hey, anytime you see a man and a woman walking down the street, that means they are together for that time. And and as a person of standard, as a strong soldier that you are, a good person that you are, a man that you are, that you know that there's something about that. And I know that your parents must have taught you well that you wouldn't go up and just start to messing with somebody just because the wife or the woman looking real good. Compliments are one thing. Bowing your head, a smile, going about your business. But don't stop and stare. And you can talk to a guy like this, and he'll like appreciative to, either one of those hard headers now. You might have to use a little bit more stronger understanding to get them to understand. Look here, brother. You know what I mean? I understand that you appreciate more, but look here. I know that's the only thing you want to do is try to get busy. All right, and right here, right now, we are together, and and I thank you, and I appreciate you respecting her in such a way. You gave her a compliment. I respect that, and then we appreciate your compliments. And you know what I mean? So look here, have a wonderful day, bro. You know what I mean? Have a wonderful day. Because we all deserve a wonderful day, don't you? All right? Wow. This is how you handle some situations. But then again, some situation gonna come about like, hey, wow. Now how is she gonna handle it if she's by herself? Because the way she see you handle it is also going to be the way that she would handle it in a situation. So don't let her be out there all by herself alone that she can't call for you or call on you or respect you enough to say that, hey, my man is watching over me. And watching over you, over her, is not like every detail that she does, every crip and cream that she does, every dot and I and cross the T's that she does, that you're gonna be right there on her like a hawk. But you notice these things. And when you notice these things and you notice something that's out of place, bring it to the attention. You don't have to jump on her and beat her down, get frowned up and pout and carry on. No, but wisdom, always use wisdom, always use kindness, always use goodness, goodness, yes, self control and discipline in everything, in all things, so that you know now how to handle her. And then she will respect you more because one thing about it, when you neglect her, leave her stranded, unprotected, she just might just sail away, bro. Uh, and she don't have to get into a yacht. She can sail away in a canoe. I'm telling you, this is how we are in a human life. Those things that we used to do, they used to do long, long, long time ago, even not that long ago, that did things. They had their faults and everything else, and we're not perfect up here all like that as far as marriage goes either. But we're gonna trial and error, but we're gonna learn and know these things. We're gonna respect these things, and then we're going to communicate with each other the goodness of what's going on with each other's life and situation. And that's what we do each and every day. You know what I mean? Because the fastest way you can lose hope, lose each other is that silent treatment for too long. Ah, that uh, going, they said, not paying attention to their emotions too long, disrespect, uh, disassociation, not showing that appreciation to each other. That's leaving. That's abandonment, all in itself. We don't want to do that. We don't want to abandon each other. We are here together. And then another thing too, like keep each other company, keep each other in excitement. Well, you don't have to like go be excited every time feel a flower every day, but hey, at least once a week, a flower, a text, a note, or something. Let her know that you care off the chain. Be it spontaneous that is. Let her know that you care. Let her know that you love her each and every day, really, so that don't be a bother or burdensome. Ask about her day. Ask about how she feels. Ask about what she want. How's everything with her? Is there any problem? Anything? Is she? Oh no, everything's good. You know what? I thought about you today. What? You know what I mean? Like that. tell her these things, and she sometimes will tell you back these things. And then every so often, when you come down to that place of intimacy and all that good stuff, yeah, you know what I mean? Don't be a person that should say, well, you know how it is. This is we're supposed to be together and we have the privilege of each other's body and all that stuff. No. There's a way to approach everything and anything. Even though the script said her body is not her own and your body is not your own, and then she's not supposed to withhold anything from you, and you're not supposed to withhold anything from her, but there's common sense in everything. Common sense. She does not have to give you anything while she is in a bad place, a bad situation. Her mental state, her physical state, and her emotional state can determine how you're going to be in a situation. If she said, not today, or things is not nice thing, not to do good, not to right, da da da, all this stuff. Or either she just said, I don't feel good. Respect that. When you respect a woman, and this is strictly from the man to the woman now, right here, right now. If you respect her in that way, let her know that, hey, okay, I got you. And then, give her a few days, but each and every day, you feeling better today? You know what I mean? How's everything good? Just treat her to a little flower, treat her to something nice. You know what I mean? Bring home a roast or something. You know what I mean? Let her know that, hey, I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about you all day today. So if anything on her mind, anything that's brewing in her mind, just like the coffee pot, you don't just turn the heat up all the way up and so the coffee boil. You let that coffee, yeah, you know what I mean? Slow and gentle. And then by the time that coffee ready to be drank, she might have changed her mind about over yonder. Okay, so and then while you are there, give her the best treatment you can, when everything's cool, so that you know what I mean. The best treatment. See, too many times we trying to especially when you first get married and everything, right? You're trying to break the bed down. Boom. Like, wait a minute, bro. Even the doctor tell you still can wear out. So you keep that mess going, and then you hurting her bodies and everything. But after maybe a few years or something like that, she'll let you know that things are slacking down. Slacking down. You have become now how you say, you can almost tell what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? So therefore, don't be a routine situation. Be there to show her things, increase, explore, live, build the fire, put out the fire, rekindle the fire. Ooh, yes. Take her on those trips to up there, over yonder. Take her on that trip to the sea. Take her on that trip to the moon and the stars and everywhere. Let her know that she have a man that's well for her. And sometimes, like I say, still wears out. You ain't here for every day, 3 or 4 times a day. When she get to that place where hey baby, it's time, and it's been 3 times already today, 4 times a day, or 3 times a day, or whatever, and then for a week, she need to go see a doctor. That's all there to it. And then the Bible call it licentious, or either we all heard of those places called nymphomaniac type situation. She needs medical attention. It's a condition, and it can be curable. It can be addressed, and that's what you have to do. Address it. Don't mess around and have a heart attack or stroke or something trying to keep up with a type of person that is so out strong, or so strong and strung out there in that situation type thing where they need some attention, because when you gone, they're gonna go somewhere else. They're gonna keep going, keep going, keep going until they can wear themselves out. So answer these things, talk about these things. Maybe there was something in her past, there was something in her past that brought her to that place, a mental state or either a physical state. Let it be known that you recognize this thing, that you know this is not a normal thing. Hey, baby, once a day, twice a day, but you know your power, you know your strength. And then sometime on the weekend, hey, let it hang out. But these are things that we should understand and to know that these are the powers of what we do when we get married. And then prepare for that wedding, spending all that money, and then next thing you know, here come the temptations, here come the urges, here come the desires. All these things should not have been if you had talked about these things way up there, up front in the beginning. Because see, nowadays, when a woman, special woman, and then a man too, when they start the cheating routine, let it be known about these things that's happening. HIV is on the road, on the raise, on the raise, on the raise. Domestic violence is on the rage. Uh, how you call it? When you obsess on the rage, on the rise, being obsessed because you can't do this, you can't do that, and then sneaking and carrying on and secretiveness. Answer these things, address these situations, let it be known, and then handle them quick, fast, and in a hurry. Sometimes, like if things happen, hey, besides you hurting somebody, divorcing right away, talk about the situation. What happened? Maybe sometimes she's ashamed to talk to you. Maybe she's ashamed to say that I blew it. I hurt my person. I hurt my man. I hurt my girl. You know what I mean? And you sit around, you mope, then lay back, go to the doctor, get tested. Anytime you do anything outside the norm, go get tested. Make sure they get tested, and then if you, especially if you know or find out for sure a 2 minute thing that's happening, 2 minute, as it all roads don't go to Rome. So let it be known that you understand that you are there for them. Let it be known that you are there to protect them. Let it be known that you to support them, and then give them that attention. Because see, too many times we talk about, well, it's not the man's fault because he's working hard every day. She have desires, she have needs, she have urges, and she have a body. She have emotions. Even the Lord God Almighty had put her in that position where she is so delicate. She's so special. And nobody can really understand her completely except for the Almighty. Even the doctors are still thinking and worrying and studying and developing and exploring her to know how to handle her because, hey, it happens. It happens. So therefore, a man as a husband, as the one that's supposed to be the leader, and let him lead. Not let him lead, but he's a leader. But when she started taking over, and this is what we explained one time before, a man will walk away when a woman is taking over the leadership role. This is just up internal. Just like when a man becomes too feminine, a woman will leave his her, and she is disconnected from her heart. It's it. That's all there is to it. So the roles should be together as each one is presented to each other in that way where they are supposed to be uh, structured in that way. All right, now, ooh, I get it the other one day. But anyway, these are the things that we should bring about people to help us each other out, let each other know that we care, that we love, and we're concerned about each other. Not to be arrogant, not to be upset, not to be a narcissistic, not to be so lustful, but to have that wisdom, care, and attention for each other's needs. So when you have that wedding, then you can understand to know that hey, sometimes those exes could come back up, answer those questions, study those questions, and then know about those people in the past that might come about and upset your marriage and your relationship with the one that you're with. Period. Know your boundaries, know your power, know your strength, and then know before you go. All right. So with that in mind, wonderful people, thank you for being with us again today. Yes, yes, yes. And thank you for going to our website, People in Love. People, the letter N, LUV.com. And then also on YouTube, People in Love MD. Yes. And we also how you TikTok and Threads. Yes. And also on Instagram is People in Love, and also um, Excel in Love, all right? And Facebook, all right. Michael Jones, West Hill, and Michael Jones, Desire to, no, not Desire to Yourself, okay? Brother Michael Jones, all right, at gmail.com. Okay, you got it. All right, guys. So take care. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and bless you. And also, we have a, how you call it, a PDF digital download, the best $7 you ever spend, because we talk about these things on the air and discussion. Is what we're doing tonight, talking about some of the things in that digital download. Like I said, the best $7 you'll spend because it's needed and necessary. They have a reference for ever and ever and ever. Download it, print it out so that you'll study it and know about some of the things that we talked about and discussing, that when these things come up in your life. See, too many times we think, oh, well, ain't nothing gonna happen, ain't nothing gonna happen. Yeah, go out there on that ice road sometime in the wintertime and start to going 60 to 70 miles an hour like a fool. Okay? Think about it. Think about it. All right. So with that in mind, take care, be blessed, and guess what? Love you. Bye now. Mm, mm.